Hey everybody, it's D with Delay Radio here, the weekly funny news, weird news, questions from the internet and other things podcast. And I'm here with the Jethrow.
Hi.
Hi, why are you licking your lid?
I'm
you lid liquor.
I don't know why, but there's just
do it again.
I opened my coffee and
I was trying to introduce you
everywhere.
I was trying to rush the introduction so I could catch you like mid lick.
Yeah, now lick
You're
that
one of them
lid.
lid
Lick that lid, just right up the side.
My other
Lick
lid.
it. One
Right
more.
up. Come on, do it.
Well, I drank my first coffee too fast, and now I have to make the second coffee.
Yeah. A lot, that's how it'll come out.
My second coffee, I just mean to pour it from my thermos if I can get it.
And I'm also here.
Wet.
And I'm also here with the Honch.
Hey everyone. Hi.
Hi. And then also the Bubba.
Hello.
The Bubba.
Where are you from? Like somewhere in Sweden? Hello. Big summer blowout. You don't get any business, but you're just so happy because you live in the picturesque mountains.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. So on this week's episode of Delay Radio, we have Waterpark Tsunamis. If you guys are into those.
All right.
Yeah.
The water sports action.
Yeah. You get excited because this one's a doozy.
I
You
bet
guys will love this.
Is it a doozy?
Yeah. If you guys, doozy. If you guys didn't know, and more of like a Gary Busey.
It's like when you
Gary Ducey.
you find a Baby Ruth in the...
Yeah.
That ain't a Baby Ruth. Don't eat it.
Gary Busey. That sounds like a Shiza film actor.
Gary Ducey. Oh, yeah. He's German.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't know, tsunamis don't belong at water parks. Also, this episode, we have if the Jethrow became president. I think he's given up on his business ideas this week. So
I'm thinking long term now.
Shoot big.
Or
stairs.
has he completed all of his business ideas and now it's time to move on to something bigger and better, a la Donald Trump.
Yeah. So in honor of our 45th episode, what would it be like if Jethrow was president? Or any of us became president. And then also
I'm excited.
Energy sucking.
Yes.
Energy sucking.
Yes.
Energy
Just
sucking.
sucking the energy out of your life.
And then Bubba with his tribute to what is sometimes a segment of Family Guy, what grinds Bubba's gears. Or his stumps. Stump grinding service is generally locally available.
Hey,
I'll grind your stump.
Don't Google stump grinding, please. Please don't Google stump grinding.
Not till the
Ain't
episode's
nothing
over.
wrong with a little stump and grind.
Bubba grind.
Bubba grind. And all of a sudden you're from Austria? Or, so have you guys enjoy going to water parks?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who doesn't enjoy it.
The one recently?
I stand at the bottom of the big slide, wait for the show.
Why, pal?
Like the little boat thing that that throws water onto the bridge or whatever?
No, the one that pops the tops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The pop topper.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. The pop topper.
I only go on adult day, though.
Yeah.
No kiddie days for me.
Yeah.
So as you
Good for you. Good for you.
So coming from CBS News, if you guys didn't know, tsunamis probably don't belong in water parks.
Probably.
But as it turns out, dozens of tourists like us were injured after a wave machine malfunctioned and plowed through them at a water park in northeast China earlier this week.
Oh, weird. Made in China. Well, they didn't have to go far to get it fixed.
Yeah.
You say it went to the entire park?
Well, it went through like the gigantic wave pool. So basically, initial reports said that a drunk guy had set the machine off, but then follow-up reports said that it was electrical malfunction and that he was going.
I.e., some drunk idiot actually did it. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So there is a viral video showing tourists enjoying themselves as they were having fun at the Yulong Shiwan water park.
Stop it.
No.
When a tsunami-sized wave suddenly appered and crashed into them. People can be seen running away, and many of the park goers landed on the pavement injured and bloodied.
Hey, big boy.
Yeah.
You too buku.
Right. 44 people were injured in the accident, including 5 that were hospitalized for fractured ribs.
That's amazing.
You long, me big.
Yeah. Initial reports said that it was power damage to the electrical room, the control room.
Last I checked,
So
when you cut the power to something, it doesn't increase the power to something.
But have no fear. If you're looking for fractured ribs, the park is currently being repaired. I mean, and if you guys look at the video, and we'll share it to our social media, the wave is massive.
I wish I had
it on
clip.
social media.
I wish I had a clip, like a sound clip from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, because when you said, if you're looking for that, if you're looking for fractured ribs, ding, 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 round 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it was incredible. I mean, that wave had to have been, like, to me, it looked like it was probably like 10 or 12 foot high.
That's amazing.
In the wave pool.
What I'm talking about.
But it was like high velocity. It was like the intensity of the force of the...
It was 12 feet high and 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's like 400 billion kilometers an hour.
When you watch the video, it looks like the wave, like... You know the area where with all the umbrella tables where like it's where all the people are like, I'm not going to go into that. Right. It's where they sit.
Right.
Yeah, just barely.
That's where the injuries happened.
The wave pool went wanna bet.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where the wave landed.
It's actually the supervillain from the new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, right. Oh, spoiler warning, by the way.
Spoiler. Oh, yeah.
Well, I haven't seen it yet. I only saw the previews. I'm gonna go see it this weekend with my daughter.
Doesn't it have that of
She's
Ryan
sick,
Reynolds and Sandra Bullock?
I don't know.
Deadpool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Deadpool.
That's going to be an ongoing
movie.
joke.
Nice. I like what you did there. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome. You're welcome. It'll never get any better than that. Ever.
That's what
Oh
she
my
said.
god.
So did you guys know that it's our 45th episode this week?
Yeah.
We're almost to number 50.
That's awesome.
We're almost over the hill in terms of
45.
podcast episodes. And in celebration of that, Jethrow and perhaps the rest of us are running for president, maybe, or
That's
if
right.
we were president.
We'll just all as a group will collectively as Delay Radio for president.
Yeah.
If
So-
I ruled the world.
So every week, one of us will be president, and the other one will be vice president, and then we'll have a vice president, and then a vice president.
yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, does that work?
We're in charge. We do what we want.
Yeah.
Does that
And
sound okay?
it just rotates.
I want to be number 2 when one of you schmucks gets assassinated. Yeah.
That's not suspicious at all.
Good things we got 2 more vice presidents.
Okay, so I was laying in bed talking to my wife the other night.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was talking about how busy I was because, I have this podcast. I work 50 hours a week, and I am starting 2 more podcasts.
Oh no.
You cheating on me?
No, not yet. They're in the infant,
What's her
First time you
name?
ever got a warning.
they're in the infant stage, so they may
What's
not
her
have-
name? Prick.
But anyways, so that prompted me to say, well, if I became president, the first thing I would do is I would first ban all the clocks, and then there'd be a new national clock that would go up to 13.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll give you an extra hour and or
it's
2 hours.
extra
in the day.
2 hours a day
Look at that.
Okay.
to get stuff done.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to lasso the sun, too?
Yeah.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna.
We'll talk about the sun here in a little bit.
because you know how there's leap year.
Yeah.
So every 4 years you get an extra day to like compensate the sun or the time, because the time's not actually 20,
I need
it's not actual 24 hours in a day.
I need another day
So-
to
Free
compensate.
So what we'll do is we'll just every 4 years we'll just knock 50 days off the calendar.
Perfect. I don't see.
I like your math
at all.
I really
because what is time in
Right.
What is time?
That's what they did. That's what they did in Indiana, right?
Is that
Where they
just-
don't do that,
Is that just so
daylight
nobody?
savings time?
Really? Is that just so nobody knows when your presidency is up?
No one could figure out the math.
What
Wait a
is
minute.
term?
So, do we take 50
So with-
away, or do we add 50? You do what I say.
You add 200, actually.
People age slower because there's 2 more hours in the day too.
Yes.
So
Yes. No, that's really liberal of you to think that way. That's awesome. Yeah. No, I mean, I'll just change the rules and all of it'll go.
We're
away.
gonna base this off the number of times that Jupiter goes around the sun.
right.
Right. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So what would be the first thing you guys do if you became president?
I build a wall like between us and Canada. No, you know what? If I became president, first thing I would do is put a barbecue stand on every corner.
A barbecue stand.
Done. Barbecue, low carb, baby.
All the meat.
All the meats.
Meat for president.
That's right. You want some meat? You come to America.
I feel like Arby's would endorse that.
They would. They got all the. We got the meat.
We talk about Arby's a lot.
It's
We might be
delicious.
obsessed.
Arby's, we
It's
love you.
delicious.
We might be obsessed.
They did
Yeah.
develop the meat carrot, so
Yeah,
Yeah, which I
Come
still
on.
haven't
the
had.
merit. I still haven't had one.
I
of
would
those
like to
yet.
try that
me a
Beyond
merit.
Whopper.
Right.
You know,
I wonder if that was satire. I hope that wasn't satire.
Yeah.
I really would like to eat that.
Yeah.
Just an orange
I can tell you what I
meat
So here,
with little green on the top.
so if I was president, I would. This is going to get interesting. So I would pardon all of the turkeys, right? But it's a partial lie, because then I would take all of those turkeys and be like, you guys are all pardoned, and then put them in like a giant like Hunger Games scenario, and then tell the Americans
fight.
You make the turkeys fight.
Put them in districts.
Yes, and then
The winning turkey gets served for Thanksgiving.
One of those.
Which one is
Yeah. That's called volunteering for tribute.
which one is like Jennifer Lawrence again? Oh, the one with the big O's over
Yeah.
there.
Hey, turkey, how good are you at shooting arrows?
There's.
Arrows.
Oh, that would be a good one. If I was president, I would demand everybody speaks in a Southern accent.
Yeah.
Done. Hey, you,
At all times.
buckaroo.
You tired?
You tired?
No, but you sound it just by
Tar
asking.
nations.
Are you turd?
Tar nations.
It's so hard to take the Southern accent seriously, and I grew up. It's like,
love it.
Like how much are we going to grow this year in sales, Bill? But $500 million. It's like, no.
Oh, you crazy hillbilly.
That can't be right. Did you hear how you sounded when you said that? $500 million.
Do you even know what a dollar is?
That can't be right. This is Amazon, man. Of course, they're going to grow $500 million tomorrow.
So if Bubba was president, what would Bubba do first?
I would build a way better car than the current Cadillac that they have.
Oh, maybe
way
one,
faster.
maybe one where the bumper doesn't fall off after like 400 miles.
Yeah, but you have to get kind of like narcissistic about it, and then name the car after yourself.
Hey, that
It would
bumper
be-
is held on by like
Bubba-lack.
12 solid screws.
It's just called the Bubba.
The Bubba.
Burnt orange.
The Bubba. It's like the Volkswagen Beetle, but different.
I call it the Merit. I made my Cadillac out of meat carrots. It's tarnations. It's delicious.
That brings a whole meaning to merit-based immigration.
Oh my God.
I don't know why we went to like eight like I feel like that's like the music they played after like Civil War was over. So speaking of
Civil War.
presidency and Civil War, I don't know. I feel like we have a real energy crisis on our hands, and it sounds like there's a town in small town America where they're sucking the energy right out of the conversation.
Yes. So the town of Woodland, North Carolina. Yes.
Okay.
Woodland, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Was about to be apparently the solar energy capital of Woodland, North Carolina. And so
We are so huge within the city limits.
right. Oh man, it's crazy over here. They put in like 4 solar panels. Nuts.
Yeah.
So Woodland, North Carolina, they have some genuine concerns. They were gonna, the people. You guys see these solar farms popping up all over the place, and people are getting all butthurt over it, because their electric bill's going down and their water consumption is going down and everything's going down, and they don't have to pay as much money, and they're getting all pissed off about it for what reason?
Where's my pollution?
Right. I you know what? I could really
want
use
my
some
acid rain.
Right.
Yeah.
I could really use some black lung right now.
I pay good money to get sick for no reason.
Well, what is that? Well, that's a sky, Jimbo. Yeah, we had to shut down
I don't
the
like
coal
it. It's
plant.
bright.
The funny thing is
Turn
I
that
grew up
thing
in North
down.
Carolina, and I love it down there.
God. Well, these solar farms, they're going up, but like they literally only have a couple of these. It's not a big deal. It's just a couple solar farms.
Yeah. So what's the big deal then?
So what's happening is they have a retired science teacher. Her name is Jane Mann, and Jane Mann.
Jane Mann.
Yeah, right, Jane Mann. MANN. They were allowed to voice their concerns, and Jane Mann comes in and she gets all science-y. She's talking about how photosynthesis this and blah 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 blah, all this other crap that I don't know anything about. So the town's
Science mumbo
yeah,
jumbo.
it's these solar farms are causing cancer, and
That's what they got from that.
That's what they got from it. So then,
Miss Mann said so.
well, then this gentleman named Bobby Mann, MANN,
Bobby Mann.
No
and
relation?
it says here it is unclear if he's related to Jane, which tells me he's like her slightly retarded younger cousin,
Brother, cousin, daddy.
So yeah, right. My cousin Bobby. So
He manned up.
So
He manned up.
old Bobby stands up in the meeting in the meeting. And he politely says to everyone that basically if we build these solar farms, all of our resources, the solar energy is just going to dry up. The towns are going to dry up. You're killing your town, he said. All the young people are going to move out. Already, this sounds like the old guy that grew up. You live down the street you grew up from.
I've
right?
been here since sprinklers came out.
Right. I remember when. Shout it, Grandpa.
Yeah, you know that grass used to not be green like that?
God. He also argued that solar energy farms would suck up all the energy from the sun, and new businesses would not come to Woodland.
Well, where's it going?
She's running on fumes.
It's going to suck all the rays out of the sun that come to Woodland. Then they're going to have to build businesses around Woodland, and we're all going to be poor.
Watch what happens. It's
no sunlight left in Woodland.
Yeah,
Hey,
watch.
suck it,
I bet
Bobby.
I bet you. Watch what happens. You turn them on in the morning, and come about 7:30 p.m., it's going to turn it right off.
It's going to be
Burned
crazy.
it right out.
It's gonna
Burned it
burn
right out.
It only works for about 14
You can
hours a
change the
day.
light
It's
bulb.
crap.
But you
Solar energy, what a joke.
The days
It's
are
a
getting
fad.
shorter.
Yeah, you can change a light bulb, but you can't change a sun bulb.
This reminds me of like 20 years ago when everybody was like, internet? Nah, it's a fad. It's gonna go away.
Yeah, no, that conversation still happens.
Yeah, well, yeah, with me, it happens with me every day. Oh yeah, I can't wait till the internet goes out of business. Yeah, I don't think you know how the internet works. But yeah, that's cool.
Let's call up the internet.
Yeah. Man, you got the number for them internets? God. So anyway, that's it. So Bobby's a moron.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. Allegedly, Bobby might be a moron.
Save some sun for the rest of us.
Allegedly.
Maybe he's right, but I don't know. I don't know much about the sun, but I'm pretty sure you ain't gonna suck all the resources out of it from Woodland, North
Well,
Carolina.
there's only one way to find out.
Right.
Dun, 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 dun. Call this number 1888.
I'm not a doctor, but I'll have a look.
That's right.
Bobby made the hypothesis, and now we have to test it.
Now we have to test it.
You look like you need a diagnosis.
Time for a testes.
Yeah. Speaking of testes, you might want to figure out if your testes grind the bubba.
Where are you going with that segue? What are you segueing to? Are you segueing to my Reddit account?
We're looking
script there.
We're looking for a bubba grind.
Grinding your testes on my face.
But really, new segment of
You heard the man put it on me.
what grinds the bubba, or what
What really grinds my gears?
Peen.
What grinds you, Bubba?
As an engineer, the overuse of the term engineer in a job title.
Yeah, like sanitary engineer.
So that got me looking on the interweb.
Internet.
Did you call him first?
I did. I called to make sure it was okay.
Call Bobby.
Make sure he's available.
I called.
And he was. And this is what I got. Vision clearance engineer.
What?
AKA a window cleaner.
Vision
clearance engineer.
Oh, that's amazing.
Waste removal engineer.
Oh, toilet paper.
Okay.
Yep. Garbage collector.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
that.
sense.
I've heard that.
I've been one. Not really.
Crockery cleansing operative.
Oh yeah, that's the
don't
person that does the person that does the colonoscopy.
Don't you bait me, you son of a...
Cockery cleansing? That's dishwasher.
Oh, yeah, the guy that goes into the pee hole right there. The sounding guy.
Yeah.
That's called sounding, by the way.
Ouch. Yeah, no thank you. I don't want to know those words.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, but you want to know those words.
No, I don't want to know them. I accidentally find out.
Like every opportunity.
Which reminds me, I gotta go.
Qualified unskilled personnel. Politician. Engineer. Political engineer.
Political engineer.
Right.
But then
Intern.
there's a whole list of actual really awesome job titles out there that I kind of wish I had now.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it turned into like a bunch of job titles I wish I had instead of I tried finding overuse of engineer, but there's a ton of that. But how about chief troublemaker?
Ooh.
Chief troublemaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The CEO appointed himself chief troublemaker.
Nice.
I like that.
Because he's going to shake things up.
Business titles.
HMFIC. I'm going to turn it on its head.
Direct marketing demigod.
What, direct marketing demigod?
Yeah.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah.
D? Is that your title?
I'm a little indirect. Yeah, I don't go to your house. I go to your parents' house, and then I ask about you.
I'm the Xerxes of marketing.
Yeah, you think he'd be interested? You think your son would be interested in this?
Galactic Viscery of Research Excellence.
What? What is that?
What the hell does that mean?
It sounds like somebody that does like elementary school visits on science.
Big words, really exciting.
Look at this moving display of the solar system. Karen.
So that was a position at Microsoft for somebody who did cloud research all day. So it was actually a more important role than its ridiculous name would suggest.
He's the guy that goes through all my cloud uploads.
Yeah. If you know what your engineering job title is.
There ain't enough money in the world for that.
What
guy.
kind of engineer are you?
What kind of engineer are you? Send us your job title, engineer, at delayradiocomedy@gmail.com.
Nice. Also, tell us, what would you do if you were president?
Yeah, what would you do if you were president? Number one thing, tell us. Go to our social media.
I wonder, like, what would be our engineering name if I had engineering in my title? What would it be? I can't even think. Like, it's not anything important. Engineer for engineers talking to people.
Chief
people
talking engineer.
Chief people talking.
Chief people talking engineer. I talk.
Are you an innovation Sherpa?
Innovation Sherpa. Yeah, nice. I like that.
Yeah. Well, I don't shave. I don't shave. So I'm a sheepa.
A sheepa?
Yeah.
Makes you Armenian.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Honch.
Hey, yeah. Now we're talking.
Hey,
a bunch of hairy dudes sitting around a crappy pool table in a cold basement. Yeah.
Nothing more manly than that.
What turns you on?
Engineering Sherpa. Bunch of bears down here.
If you'd like to be an engineer, let us know on our social media. I think that is all that we have for today, fellas. Do you guys have anything else? What did you guys learn on this episode of Delay Radio?
Absolutely nothing.
Jethrow.
I learned that none of us should probably be president.
Yeah.
But you guys should vote for us in 2020.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's why you
sure.
should vote, because we're humble about it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
I learned that somebody out there actually thinks that they're going to suck all the energy out of the sun in one spot
Yeah.
if they put up another solar panel in a town of like 400 people.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody can suck the sun, they're pretty talented.
Man.
Well, I'd date her. Just saying. Hey, if you can suck the energy out of anything, give me a call at the Honch.
Yeah, send your
Sun
Send
sucker,
your
huh?
request to Delay Radio at the Honch.
Subject line sun sucker. Don't Google that either.
sucker. Hashtag third degree burn.
Spelling is very important at that point.
Spelling is very important. Sun sucker.
Jethro, you might want to tell your wife to cut this one off a little early.
Right. Right, yeah. I always do.
All right. Well, be sure to. Oh,
Okay, bye.
all right. Well, thanks everybody for listening to this episode of Delay Radio. Be sure to review us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and now also available on Pandora.
Thank you, Pandora.
Yeah, thank you, Pandora. I can't
Thank you.
can't talk like that. Yeah, be sure to send us your emails. Any comments, questions, things to talk about on our podcast to delayradiocompany@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook and now Twitter. Find us there. Tag us. Send us your weird news or things that you see out there. And we'd love to see it. This has been Delay Radio.